Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. And thank you for joining me on a Saturday, which would be July 13th, 2024. We don't usually do videos on Saturdays, but I did my analysis this morning, read some newspapers, and I saw that the charts were giving me caution flags. And I wanted to get a video out to let everybody know. This way, Sunday night, if something does happen, you've heard about my caution flags on Saturday. So I created a bunch of charts, and I wrote up my whiteboard, and I called David, my film editor, and said, come on over. I think I got to put out a video about a warning. And in between David showing up here and me filming in front of you now, Donald Trump got shot at, and I assure you that's what was in the charts. I am not clapping for Donald getting shot at. Nobody should get shot at all. Forget about one of our politicians. But the charts always tell us something is going to happen. The charts on Friday closed and told me, wow, ugly. You better look at that. I looked at it on Saturday morning, rushed to get a video out, and in between me doing that video after doing the analysis and me, in between me doing the analysis and that video, the news came out. It was in the chart first. That's what I'm clapping for. Amazing how these charts work. Now, traders, you know trading is risky, 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 so never trade without putting stops in. Put them in first. It'll help you live a lot longer in this business. There are a few important items in today's video. Right off the bat, item number one. Okay, yes, one of our politicians getting shot at certainly became more important than everything else. But this is about trading, and that's just an event. Trading. I apologize to my Omniacs around the world, to you guys in the trading room, you gals, all of you. There was a giveaway. Oscar, look, Wall Street's showing you how easy. Giveaway trade setup for trading on Friday to buy the NASDAQ right at the low. I've got the whole trade set up. I'm ready to go. About 3 in the morning, I switched from my downstairs office to my upstairs office. We call that the Bat Cave. In the Bat Cave, I've got a Bose system so that if alerts go off, it is so loud the neighbors on left and right hear it, I assure you. And somehow I must have muted the disc for the Bose stereo, and the alerts went off Friday morning, and I did not hear them, and we missed getting into the NASDAQ right at the lows. Traders, you know me. I never lie about any of this. I showed my Omniacs to trade. It says, if you can read that, I don't know, but I even told them the verbatim on it. I said, listen, here's what you're going to do. If we get down to 20,354 or lower, you are going to grab your kahunas and go along the NASDAQ no matter what's going on out there. The market gets down to that spot. My alert is muted. I did not hear it. It rallied 400 points. 400 points. Analysis goes out the window. Sorry, kids. My apologies to you. That was all on me hitting the mute button by accident. Anyway, we'll catch another good one because Omni has been killing it. In fact, traders, I'm going to give you a few things in this video I think you're going to be excited about. One of them is I want to talk to you about our platinum recommendations. Now, I put out trade recommendations, which I teach people at my Omni camps how to do for themselves. And these trade recommendations, I send them out to people all over the world instantaneously. You cannot retract. You cannot take them back. You cannot say, I said this, I didn't say that, because I'm sending it to people all over the world at the same time. It goes out on my website. It's in a video. I speak it in the trading room. You cannot retract those trades, right? So if Omni sends out a trade recommendation, everyone gets them and people know if we're winning or losing. I just got my results. I have 2 separate entities that follow the Omni trades, and they told me, Oscar, for June, you had 13 trades. 2 of them were losers. You're up $5,992 if you took every Omni trade when it was sent to you. And I said, well, show me the rest of the track record. In May, 13 trades, 1 loser for the month, $10,645 plus. In April, 21 trades for the month, so we traded almost every day. 2 losing trades, Omni produced $24,750 for the month. March, 18 trades Omni produced, 7 losing trades out of that month, plus $4,640. February, we don't always win, 24 trades for the month, 9 losing trades, we lost $3,082. January this year, 21 trades for the month, 5 losing trades, $4,157 plus. Does that not kick ass, kids? That is the Omni Platinum subscription. I send these signals out 24 hours a day. And at my Omni camps, I actually teach you how to come up with these very same trades. So on my board, I've got my year-end totals, I guess for the last 5 years. 2020, Omni produced $124,919 in winning trades, winning and losing. That was the total for the year. In 2021, we did $69,200 profit. In 2022, the Omni, using the Platinum subscription, produced $80,500 in profit. In 2023, it made $59,700, and that in 2023 was the least amount of fills I remember getting in years, and we still almost made 60 grand. That's trading one lot of the Omni or 100 shares of a stock recommendation. In 2024, this year, as of this moment, we're up 47,064, and it's only July. How about that? Now, if you join the Platinum service, those trades will come your way, and I kid you not, it's very inexpensive. It's cheaper than like a Starbucks coffee every morning. I'm embarrassed to say, but I'll be sitting in your corner helping you trade for cheaper than a price of coffee each day. Let me not take a bow on that, but hey, I try to help people. With that in mind, trying to help people, I bring them out to Omni Camp. A few times a year I host an Omni Camp where I invite people to my home office, literally, for 5 days where we train for 12-hour days, 8 to 12-hour days every day. I've had an Omni Camp scheduled for the 27th of this month, and here's what I have to tell you. Please don't be upset. I've already made phone calls. Mark from Alaska. Here's my reasoning. It's been 118 degrees here day after day after day. If you are from a cold state and you come to Vegas and have to do 12-hour days with me, someone's going to get hurt. I do this to help people. I do not want to hurt anybody. I'm afraid one of you are going to have a heart attack. So, I mean, it's so hot. It's hot for me. I've been here 16 years. So I've already made some phone calls. I've got a guy coming in from Alaska to 118 degrees. No. I am calling off this Omni Camp in July. Please don't be upset with me, Omniacs. I will do this for you in September when it gets a little cooler out. Cooler temps in September. August is going to be worse than July. I cannot do this in July. In fact, it's been so hot in Vegas, I've done more Camtasia shoots where I sit at my desk in air conditioning than coming into this studio because I'm sweating right now. So I really can't ask you guys to come out. Again, I do Omni Camps to help traders. I don't need anyone to die here on the premises. We are going to postpone Omni Camp until September. I've already made the calls to you guys. Don't worry, your seats are saved. We will do this in September. What else? The reason for this video was the caution flags are flying, which puts me to the board. My apologies for missing that giveaway trade. I'm going to show it to you on charts. We will hold Omni Camp in cooler temperatures like September because, believe me, you don't want to come out here in July. You just don't. I'm going to offer you my 2024 year-end calls this year. All right, so traders, they've been on the board literally the entire year, just about. They've been sitting up here. No one has noticed because I told you cats I wasn't going to give out the year-end calls. But at the same time, I also wanted to have enough credibility to say, but wait a minute, at the end of the year when we make the calls like we always do, because Omni's fantastic at year-end calls, I wanted to be able to point to the board and go, wait a minute, if you guys look at just about every video, you'll see half these numbers in every video. So David, if you will, would you move that camera over a little bit? I want to show them what's been on this whiteboard. I disguised it a little bit so you guys couldn't find it, but it's been on the whiteboard all year. When you tell me it's focused in, I'll show them what's on that board. So, traders, we were trading at around 45, 46, 4,700 E-mini S&P, the beginning of this year, 2024. I did my year-end calls. I mentioned I was not just going to give them out to the public because a lot of times you guys ridicule me for calls that are perfect for 15 years. 1 year we didn't get it right because the market was flat that year. It's been perfect, right? So, what's on this board right here? All my year-end calls, I did put them up, but I disguised them a little. So you can look back at almost all the videos, and here's what you'll see. I made the 5s look like 8s, but they're 5s, right? So that's a 54.21. This is a 56.60. Here's what's been on the board. First off, to disguise it, I wrote Jets, because you guys know I'm Jets fans, right? But that's actually year-end targets. Jets, year-end targets. The first one you were able to see in the video, so I called it Jets. Figured I'd confuse you a little. But here are the targets. R1 means 54.21 to 54.89 are resistance levels. They are not targets. The targets 1 and 2 are 56.60. Let me get all this disguise away from it now so you can see it better. 56.60. And if you get past that, you go to 57.54. And there's a utopic target number 3 at 6.055. Those are the actual targets. No more disguising them. You know why? Because when I put these targets together, the S&P was around 46, and now it already hit 57. I better give you these targets. There's only one left, and that's 60.55. So those are my year-end targets. They have been on the board all along. Go back and look in the videos. I guess since we put them up in like February 20th of 2024, we put them up. That's what that says. So they've been on the board ever since. I just disguised them a little because I didn't want to give it away. But that is the information, kids. 60.55 is utopic. We've almost already hit 57.54 already. Tell me the Omni is not sick with these calls. Traders, I've never seen anybody come up with year-end calls like the Omni does. I'm assuming we get to the 60.55 because it's only July and we've already gotten to the second target of the year. So that tells me that we can very well get to that 60.55 target. Amazing, right? So again, I apologize for those, from just muting it never happens, guys. You know me, I'm on that lookout tower waiting for those alerts. Missed getting in a great trade on Friday. Omni campers, love you guys to death. You'll love me more in September than you would in July, I promise you. The year-end calls, you've seen them. They're out. That's it. I've had them there all year. Remember, I made those calls when we were trading in the 46s, 45, 47, somewhere right there. We're all the way up 1,000 points since I made those calls. And caution flags are flying all over the U.S. indices. Maybe it's because of this Trump incident. I don't know. But technically, I want to show you what that means. So I want you to join me now in my chart segment, and I could lay out the things that are on the board. And I hope this helps you get ready for Sunday's market, Sunday into Monday's markets. Traders, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you guys. We're going to go do the charts in just a moment, but first I want to remind you of something. Whenever you're in a trade, whenever you're doing anything around markets, say this to yourselves over and over again, because I assure you it's going to help you, especially when you are losing. 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. I'd love to see you at livewithoscar.com, and make sure you join the Omni Platinum subscription and make money with us for the rest of the year. Traders, the knucklehead trade that never was. Look at this perfect Wall Street setup. You got this monster trend line that goes from low to low. The NASDAQ spends one big day going down, and right here is going to be my buy spot. So I've got a perfect Wall Street technical signal. This is where I expect to get long. This is where it was, and this is what happened. Look at this. Hold on just a moment. Let me blow this up for you. Yes, it put in a great day. It went exactly to my buy spot where we were supposed to grab our kahunas and get long, and went up 400 points, and my alerts were muted. Sorry, kids. My apologies, but that was a fantastic call. We were all ready to go on the front lines, in the trenches. Guns were loaded. No alert went off. Oh, well. On to the next trade. So, I have been showing you that the divergence is starting to come in. The big rubber band between NASDAQ and E-mini S&P running up, and the Russell 2000 and the transportation average running away from them, created this really wide rubber band effect, and about this wide is how far it was when it got to its most extreme. Since then, that rubber band has come in from, now it's only here, so now it's only here, and as of Friday, the rubber band is only here now. the bar's only this long. It started out being from here to here, and then it narrowed to here, and now it's narrowed to here, right? So it is absolutely contracting, and that is helping something like this Dow Jones go crazy towards the upside. And that is going to continue. If that contraction continues, it gives nothing but thrust to these markets to make them want to go higher. And we're in earnings week. Markets always go up during earnings week from what we've seen lately. A lot of reason why we should absolutely move higher, but now the caution flags fly. That was for maybe through next week, what I just said to you. For trading on Sunday night, Monday, my caution flag is this. Not only will this be looked at as a double top, but probably a triple top, right? You got 3 times it's been up here. It's going to have some kind of reaction before it breaks through. And you've got this. Russell 2000, as of Friday, hits an exact double top at the previous highs in Russ. That's always a caution flag, right? When we see double tops, we sell double tops. There's a double top in the Russell, double or triple top in the Dow, and then what? News comes out on Saturday? Tell me that wasn't a perfect setup. Wall Street, the charts, I should say, always know. I wouldn't want to give Wall Street credit for that. I don't think they knew the news was coming out. The charts knew by waving caution signals before it even happened. Traders, I hope that helps. If you want to join us in our trading every day, make sure you go to livewithoscar.com and join the OMNI Platinum subscription. It will help you, I assure you. Just make sure you take all the trades as they come out. And I hope to see you in my trading room at livewithoscar.com. Have a great weekend.